Hello everybody, how's everyone day? Ame Gakita. Alright, we are going to discuss whether for today's topic is more towards is Discord taking a L or is it taking a W for the banning of Little Witch Nobeta's Discord server? So in regards, we have to know a little bit of backstory about what actually happened, as well as what did the Little Witch Nobeta server did in the Discord. So I was actually watching some of the video again. Ref say this and Hero Hell giving along the line of Discord is getting even worse, or Discord ban official Little Witch Nobeta server and punish members over for even contents. Well, basically, number one, we might have to ask ourselves what is Little Witch Nobeta game. So we'll start off from there for the backstory. So in regard is that Little Witch Nobeta is a game that is apparently that a lot of people give quite a good review apparently. I mean 91% of Google users like it and it got 9 out of 10 in stream. So it's actually considered as a 3D action shooter game developed by Pupuya Games and published by Just Dance. So in regard is that what does the game do? Anyone who know what is Soul game will be definitely know that it's just a cute version of Soul series game. So the Soul game we are talking about is Dark Soul and Demon Souls, the series game that is normally where it's more towards you fight a boss, the boss trying to kill you, and often more than not it can be very hard boss because it's always not easy to fight when playing Soul series game. But when that Soul series game that looks so gross, so scary, so disgusting to your taste, then you'll be wondering is there any other cuter version? And that's when Little Witch Nobeta became one of the game that a lot of people like because it's hard. Apparently, I never played the game. I never heard of this game until today. But when I seen gameplay, game trailer of the game, it's seemingly that it seems to be a little bit harder than I thought, but it's also cute at the same time. But this is where the issues start coming a little bit problem. So apparently there's a lot of people who like to draw not safe for work, and our main character is Lolly. Underage girl to be exact. But the thing is it's because it's underage girl and you go and draw something that is not safe about a young little underage girl. Yeah, that's gonna cause a lot of people to think no, not in the nice way to be exact. So the thing is apparently that in Discord server that is now banned, there is a lot of people who post or a lot of people who troll in the server, people who talk about not safe for work or things and what's not, and people just go and post a lot of, it just basically post picture. I mean if you post cute image, I can understand, but if you post not safe for work, yeah, I mean that no matter what game there is always the rule 34 and people will post not safe for work no matter what. The only thing is that apparently the moderator or the developer of the game didn't really kind of bother about people, they didn't really go and highlight and say, no, you shouldn't post things like that because it's a young little girl. You post not safe for work. It's not, no. But the thing is, at the same time, I believe that we have to give the developer their understanding is that they think that, this is just a fictional game, they shouldn't use fictional game into reality. So whatever that happened in the fictional is not considered canon, is in real life. It's canon in the game but not canon in the life. So I'm gonna assume that that's their stand. But in terms of real life, there is a lot of people talking about against Lolly or against pedo, which I can see why. If you actually go along the line of people going posting and going against this kind of thing, it is understandable when people want justice or people wanting people to prevent this kind of thing happening, not talk about this kind of thing because it can lead people to do this kind of thing. So this kind of got a lot of people to talk about Lolly, so-called Lolly and or lolly artwork that is not safe, and they post it on the Discord apparently, and that kind of like maybe finally triggered Discord, and Discord decided to just outright ban everyone. And that's when the bad story of the recent thing get a lot of people start kind of like, yeah, we did, like, a lot of people just got banned apparently. But it's more towards like, from what I was told, is that they got, like, some people got banned, some people kind of like get warning because of this server. So number one, we know that the server got banned, and after that, because of that, people who join that server, whether they forgot about it or they were lurker or they just kind of see our or people that post on it, every single one of them get a warning, or people who have reached their 3 strike got outright banned. So the funny thing is, right, a lot of people are making noise about it. If you want, you can read. I will put the link for both of their video where people talk about it a lot. And the post in regard is that, yep, there is a lot of people saying like along the line about, yeah, it's a huge loss or whatever. We will talk about that in a while, but we are gonna discuss about the point like, is Discord doing the right thing? Well, the thing is, right, in terms of like stopping people from talking about not safe for work about lolly or young girls, that's a huge win. But when it comes to this kind of situation where it's an anime, I'm very inclined to, or maybe games, right? It's very hard for me to justify, is it a win for Discord? Well, in terms of like trying to stop people from talking about this kind of thing, yeah, it can be considered a win, because to one side of people who is against this kind of thing, it is a huge win for them. But for Discord, I highly doubt so. Because if you actually ask me, I'm actually have a theory. My theory is that just basically that people who hate this kind of things, or maybe people who hate this kind of lolly or this kind of anime or game that had involved around illegal, and they see a lot of like not safe for work in that session, yeah, people will be like, yeah, I don't like you, I'm gonna report you. Yeah, probably just some sort of canon people who don't like this kind of thing so happen to enter that Discord and found this kind of thing, and they decided to just report it, and Discord just say, oh, we investigate this, it is a very big situation, we have to, alright, ban, press the button and get everyone banned, yeah. And you know what? We are going to add a bonus. Every members in the Discord will have a warning. Warning number 1 for everyone. Oh, this guy got 3 strike. Yeah. Bye-bye. That is how I think might have happened. But how true is it? That's just a theory. Hope you guys can understand. But the thing is, right, it's just outright out of nowhere where if you join the server, you get outright warning. And did I know about that? Because I didn't even know about this game, so there's just no chance of me getting into the server, so I didn't know about that. But it's really sucks if you join a server just for the sake of like bringing up the server algorithm or something along the line, and you forget about the game, and you don't even remember the game, and you kind of like, out of nowhere you receive a warning from Discord saying like you got banned, or maybe you got a warning strike. And there's quite a lot of people who got quite a few times, like they get warning strike 1, 2, or 3, 4 times in one sitting because they were part of that server. And it's kind of like interesting that Discord never really kind of like check whether is this people or all this account just sitting down in the server doing nothing, or they just join for the sake of like understanding what is the game development or whatever. Like they never interact with the session, and they just outright just say, oh, everyone, you are part of that group, now you are all pedo, even when some of the people members are actually not pedo. So it's a very problematic, which the reason why it is considered L for in many members is that along the line, like I was checking one of the chat that talk about this whole thing, like a lot of people saying like, oh, this is rich coming from Discord, whoever is going against the saturation of children apparently accused during the rampage or rampant grooming happening in their own platform. burning down the forest to stop locker from cutting down tree. Interesting strategy. The warning is considered who run Discord. Didn't they got caught with Zupiers? That's something new. I didn't know about that. Wasn't it found that the hate mod at Discord were groomy furry? Which mod? Discord, the same platform that wanted to have underage dating and meet out challenge. Alright, that's a very strong sign. So, now the question we have to ask ourselves. Is it the L? Well, I mean, even though I put out the scale, in terms of scaling, right, people's opinion can't be used on the other way, but we can still put up the skill as the loss for Discord. It's because the thing is, right, like I mentioned, if Discord decides to outright ban and justify everyone who is in that team or in the server as pedo, it's a very huge sign that Discord is not doing the right checking at all. It just means that they just receive a warning or some sort of like information, and they just outright just ban everyone with a click of a button and just say everyone is part of that, like they are doing all this. But the thing is, right, if that is the case, it just means that this Discord is just being lazy. And if they are lazy, that is a L. Because L cannot just mean for lose, but it also means for being lazy. So is it really a big problem when it comes to Discord? If this is such a thing, yeah, it can also give warning to many other so-called platform that where everyone have to start looking into it. Because the thing is, right, if any server that has not safe for work and it's also a lolly at the same time, number one would be they might consider just leave that server immediately, because if you're part of that server, it means that you are not going to be safe. So anyone who got this kind of warning, they will have to go and check whether they joined in part of any server. I mean, like, I might just end up leaving a lot of Discord server out of nowhere, because I don't was like, I don't want to know out. It's the game that the server I joined is not safe out of nowhere, because I just joined out because they started to talk about it, and then people say, oh, it's not safe whatsoever. Oh yeah, a little bit fair, I would say. But the thing is, right, it's really problematic if Discord just outright ban this kind of server and without giving warning to, or giving like, I mean, like, I know they say warning letter, yeah, but that is like a 3-strike warning. And if you reach 3 strikes, you are gonna say sayonara. So it's really, really problematic if they really didn't do a check, like, is this person just lurking or do whatever. It's like, that's when Discord have to take the brain. Now, there are some people who go along the line of, like in Hero Read mention, I can't recall which part of it, like a lot of people say they are bringing the dev or the moderator of that Little Witch Nobeta server, which I kind of like, yeah, they also have to take the blame for the developer, apparently, because the thing is, right, they didn't stop it. If you didn't, I mean, like, if they actually kind of like stop this kind of post from happening, yeah, you can kind of see why this kind of thing won't happen that bad. But because the thing is, a lot of people talk about, like, yeah, they are what I was gonna say, yeah, enabling this kind of action to flourish. A plant can grow wild if you don't trim it. So the thing is, right, apparently that the seed had been planted and it went wild after growing. So for this kind of thing, it's actually often more than not, it's like the developer or the moderator of that Pacific server, the Little Witch Nobeta server, didn't take action on stopping this kind of things from happening, and I guess the weed just grow and grow and grow to the point that it became unstoppable and the outright ban just happened. So is it a good thing that Discord decided to take action? Well, in a sense, yes. Whether you guys like it or not, they take the W on that part because they action on it. But again, the loss is because they didn't do a full investigation on who is the one doing that, and instead of like outright banning the specific person who posting that kind of thing, or people who is encourage this kind of thing, they just outright group everyone in their server and just outright ban. That is a huge L. So the best course of action they Discord would have done at the time is that to find who is the person who posts this kind of thing, encourage this kind of thing, and then ban them outright. That way, you not only stopping rumor from happening, or people who is into pedo or lolly from happening, you can actually outright just telling people that this is a huge problem and we are against them, and yeah, you are doing your job because you take your time to investigate into them, and people will know that you are working. But instead, you just do the most laziest action in the whole world and just outright group everyone and ban, give the warning instead and ban the server on the spot. Yeah, you're definitely working, but not hard enough. You know, like this is one of the reasons why you have to like be very, very careful on doing damage control or going along the line of doing an action, because sometimes your action may seem good, but when you actually think of the consequences or the backlash they're gonna receive, yeah, a little bit iffy, I want to say. Oh yeah, I mean, like at the end of the if we're gonna put up the skill, is it a win and a loss? Well, the thing is, right, it's not really a win for Discord. It's definitely a win, but the win for the people who hate lolly or this kind of thing, and they are the one who report on that, and yeah, that is the win for them, because they are the one who report on this kind of thing, and they got anyone just got banned on the spot, and yeah, it's really problematic if you think about it. But at the end of the day, who lost? Well, many people lost. So it's a really bad thing. Like, I know at the end of the day, is Discord doing the right thing? Yes, they can be the ban can be considered a good thing, but like I mentioned, the way they do the ban is really bad. That's a bit L. So in terms of skilling right now, if anyone asks me like what is the skill tilting towards, it's actually more tilt towards the L from how I look at it. But if you guys think that it's not really or not, just write in the comment below and let me know. Is it really a big L, or is it considered a good thing that Discord decided to ban this? I'm not sure. But I mean, like, I think this should be considered a thing we can take as a case study, I guess, to see like, should we actually be careful of what kind of Discord server we are joining, or maybe is Discord a good thing on doing this kind of thing? Well, I'm not very sure, but who knows? Only time will tell. But the latest update from what I know is that apparently the Little Witch Nobeta developer or whatever, they were like unhinged and they created another new Discord server and hoping people will join. But it's actually kind of interesting that they only ban people from posting pictures, so it's kind of like just chit-chatting only, chit-chatting site. So who knows? I mean, like, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, again, time will tell. But with that being said, if you yep, I'm not gonna edit that, but yeah, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe if you do like this kind of content, and we'll talk again in the next video or at the next video or live stream. With that, bye.